naisip ko lang, no, what do you think is with these corporate professionals or business tycoons? Bakit nila, parang ano yung hindi nila nakikita or ano yung kailangan nating i-illuminate sa kanila for them to actually show more value to our environment, to our wetlands specifically, right? Is it because they just lack some exposure to the communities that are affected by their decisions, or what is this lacking, no? Kasi parang me and Matt, honestly, we also feel like we're lacking in that aspect. Na parang when you talked about it now, it feels so new to us, it feels so surreal to us, right? But this has to be given more voice, di ba? Ano yung parang kailangan matutunan or ma-illuminate ng mga corporate guys right now?
Yeah, you're right. The one part is ignorance or apathy. They don't know about these issues. Yeah. We don't have we don't have so much conservation photographers here in the Philippines. Like, for example, that marsh project that we did, it was the governor only found out about these fires because of the story that we did. And because of this, he started taking more action, trying to help the DNR, trying to help the BMB or the guardians of the marsh to ramp up their enforcement and protecting these. But I guess in case of like corporations, we're so detached. I feel like growing up in the city, growing up in Manila, and these ivory towers, we're so detached from nature. You ask a CEO, because I also do work with with WWF, which is the largest conservation organization here in the Philippines, and working as part of the board. You meet all these lucrative CEOs and industry leaders.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And it's not that they're unaware. It's just, it's hard for them to compromise also. I don't know, money, greed, probably. And of course the disconnect we have. But there's, it's not a simple, it's not a really simple case. There's a lot of complex political and economical issues intertwined with protecting nature. Our education system, we don't even have environmental science. We don't have even like growing up as a child, right? The stories that we hear about the environment are far, like polar bears, lions, zebras. We don't even know what Philippine eagles are. We're not taught of our local context. So how can people how can you expect adults who have the power, have the resources to be able to fix problems or know more about these issues when at a young age, a lot of these people or a lot of our society have not been educated about it, have been given the condition to learn more about and connect with nature. In our spaces, like in Metro Manila, we don't have green spaces. How can people go out in the park and appreciate nature and see the benefits of it? You go to different countries, you go to a park, you go by the river, walk by the river, how clean, how beautiful. And there's just so many factors. It's a really, really complex, but education, lack of education and disconnect is one of the major issues driving this.